Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Warframe from CG Stars and StarQuest. Alright, so what we're planning on doing today is, I'm going to jump right into it. Don't have any real updates for you guys today, except for one major thing. So, remember yesterday I was telling you guys that some items are getting vaulted and Valkyrie Prime's coming out? I figured out what those vaulted items are. I have one, but if you guys really want these items, you better get out there and get them because they're only here for the rest of this week. The next one that I'm working on, I'll show you in just a second. And something really cool I figured out too. But first things first, what I'm going to show you is what I have. Alright, so if you go in here, my weapons, it's the first prime weapon I got. It's my favorite weapon to use, Soma Prime. Let's go ahead and show you the true appearance. Right there. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, Soma Prime is the first prime weapon I got. So that's the one that I've been mainly using. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and take that with me. What we're going to do now is we're going to work on getting the other items for it, which if we can get lucky, we'll go ahead and do. The major thing is Nova. Nova is going out. It's being vaulted. So my goal is to get Nova Prime. I have, I think, 2 of the 4 pieces that you need. Let me look real quick. I know I said I was getting right into it. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see. And as you can see, I have a lot of Prime parts that I just haven't used at all. I have 4 and Bronco Prime, you know. That's what happens whenever you do a couple of Prime grindings. Another thing I'll be working towards is Carrier Prime, but I don't expect that to be going anytime soon. Yeah, I have Nova Prime Neuroplex and Nova Prime Systems. That is really cool. It puts me 2 ahead of what I thought I needed. And since I have plenty of those relics, if I can get some more, I can go ahead and sell those online. But anyway, what we're going to be working on, because I'm going to go ahead and refine these relics that I need. Add systems, so I need the chassis, right? Nova Prime chassis. As you can see, it's a very rare one. But the lucky thing, if you can look down here, I have 8 of these N1 relics, which is where it drops from. So I'm going to go ahead and radiant a couple of these, just so that I can get that better chance for getting Nova Prime chassis. And even if I only get a couple Forma, you know, that'll still be worth the trip. Let's go to Meso. I just want to check if they have the chassis anywhere in here. If you look at this, you can tell I did not do a whole lot of farming for these things. I just haven't had the time. I haven't really done anything with it. So I have a lot of relics. It doesn't look like they have anything. I do have 4 of these S1s, which will allow me to get the Soma Prime stock, which is it's very rare to find a Soma Prime stock, and Nova Prime system, so I can go ahead and sell those. I think Lex Prime was also the other thing that was getting vaulted. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do a couple Lilith, some Lilith runs. Let's just check our alerts real quick just to make sure. Yeah, nothing really. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, looks like the only Lilith we have today is Spy. Yesterday I found out that if you do an excavation, you are able to change it out depending on how much cryotic you get. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to go ahead and equip this Radiant. And let's get this Spy mission done. I'm going to speed run the crap out of this real quick, alright? Literally, I'm not even going to worry about killing guys. I'm just going to run through them. Really, I should have equipped Volt, because he would have been extremely fast to run through it. But you know how it is. Anyway, let's get right into this. It shouldn't take very long. You know, we're going to speed run this. I might be able to get 2 done. If I can get 2 done, that'll be awesome. So let's get right into this in just a second. Once again, if you guys have anything you want me to do, just put it in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, come on in, you know. The Quest family is always ready to take you in. Alright. Oh my gosh, this is lagging a lot. This actually hurts. As you can see, my Soma Prime is made for crit. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and correct myself. I do need to kill a couple enemies first. I found that if you don't go ahead and get your reactant, then it's pretty much useless. Melee these little Kubro jerks. I don't want to kill the dogs, but I gotta kill the dogs. He's got some... Alright, where'd they go? Here we go. As you can see, the Soma Prime has a reason. It's one of my favorites. You can just gun down enemy after enemy. It's like that. It rips through any squad. Any opponent, pretty much low level, it rips right through them. So about up until you get to Uranus, you can pretty much rip right through anything. The only major issue I've had it on is Sedna, but I mean, that's to be expected. You know, Sedna is a bit of a rough planet, and it's one of the last planets you get to. So I'm not really disappointed about having some issues with Soma there. Granted, I know there's ways where you can basically eliminate that whole issue you would have, but you know how it is. I'm not far enough along in the game myself to actually be able to hold any of this stuff. I'm getting a good amount of mods today. That's impressive. Oop, missed that jump up. Alright. Here we go. That's what I like about it, is you don't even really need to worry about reloading as long as you keep this fire rate going. And just gun down an entire group of enemies. And there's our relic done. So now we just gotta speed run these spy missions. And really, what I can do is, actually what I found out, is as long as I get one of the targets, I'm actually able just to move. What the heck? I'm actually able just to move on and complete the mission like that. But we're gonna go ahead and get all three just because I'm trying to level up Broken Scepter. Oh, that's why. Yeah, there's moments like that where I don't feel very smart. If it starts getting a little rough, because I know the relic things can be a little bit rough in spy missions because they'll all pop up near it. It sounds like I still got a Kubro after me. Yeah, they'll all... I've had times where they'll all spawn like right in here, which is not fun at all. There's first one, and really I can just blow the rest of it off because it's not going to matter very much. Huh, there he went. But I'm not going to because like I said, I am trying to level up Broken Scepter. And spy missions are one of the best ways to do that. Another cool thing about Broken Scepter, which I'll go ahead and show you with this Kubro, is you can actually go up to dead enemies, right? And you can drain them. And they'll give you health and energy, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool, actually. I like how that was special ability. It reminds me of Skyrim, whenever you could get the Daedric artifacts and go through and, you know, you know, you could eat your, you can basically eat humans. So it just reminds me of Skyrim, and I think that's why it holds a pretty firm place in my weapons, you know. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, sometimes you can knock that guy off that's right there pretty quickly, and it'll be a lot easier just going on. Let's go ahead and grab on here. Normally I can make this in one go, but it looks like it's going to take two today. Oop. Oh, dang. I almost messed up. There we go. Oh, darn it. Okay. I'm glad I brought Valkyr, so. There we go. Finally got it back. Sorry about that. That was ridiculous. Normally I can get that in one shot. And that's why Valkyria is one of my favorites to go on spy missions with. I like Ivara and all, but she is not as versatile as Valkyria is. If you build Valkyria right, you can have her a stealthy character with a bow or something, with silenced weapons and all, but Ivara you can't. Or Ivara you can, but Valkyria is good for both offense and defense. So, you know, she's good at stealth missions, she's good on regular missions. It doesn't really matter where you take her, she's pretty much good. She's well-rounded. From what I heard, actually, though, Inaros tends to overshadow Valkyr, which I'll find out myself whenever I finally get him, but Valkyr is always going to hold a good place, especially when I get Prime Valkyr. That's going to be something I've been looking forward to for a while since I got my Valkyr. So just going to hang right here, gun down these enemies, you know. If you can't already tell, I'm a little bit overpowered right now for this area. Oops. Jump down. Now this is the one that I always hated, because there will always, almost always be a bunch of enemies spawning down here. That was a lot easier than it was last time. But yeah, they almost always spawn a lot of them. Looks like we might not get that issue this time. But they normally spawn a lot of them, and they end up triggering the alarm because, you know, if they spawn more than 20 enemies, it's kind of hard to control all of them, you know, unless you have a crowd control frame that's really good with staying, you know, in control. I know Necros and Volt can be pretty good crowd controls, but they're not as good as, you know, what you would expect. I mean, they're pretty good, but they're not the best. I think Nova and, no, or was it Ash? I can't remember which I was reading about. They have a pretty good crowd control rating, but, you know, it, like I said, doesn't really matter too much. It's another thing about the Soma, you don't have to be incredibly accurate, you just gotta hit them. I know I tend to reload a lot. That's just a habit from other games that I've gotten. Once you empty a clip, or once you shoot a part of a clip, I gotta reload it. Mainly because I find that if I don't, I end up wasting a lot of time reloading whenever I could be shooting. Which, in any person shooter, that's not what you want. let's just go ahead and get the heck out of here. It's not bad for my Parallel sequence, you know. Pretty good. I got Embronco Prime Link. Now, I don't know if the Embronco is pretty good or any good. I'm gonna try to test it out, I guess, because, you know, could be very good, it might not be, but either way, that's all the time I have for now. Alright guys, I'm sorry, I know that took a while. It took a bit longer than what it normally does. But anyway, guys, if you want to tune in, I'll be posting a video tomorrow, and I'll be posting a video on Saturday. So if you guys want to hang around, go ahead and check those out whenever they come out. Go back, check out my other videos, and just have a great time. I will see you guys soon.